Hi, welcome to another episode of Philo. This is episode 91 of Philo, an Armond army. I have with me my guest, which is Scott Dalton. This is Scott Dalton. Let's switch to some funky music here and not just the Philo theme. So I think like a lo-fi beat. I still got a cold, so I might be sneezing and stuff through the show. I apologize about that. I need you to share your screen with me, sir.
Absolutely not.
Yes!
I refuse.
Yes! And while you're doing that, I can get us kind of caught up. I was looking at I'm not even like where I need to be. So I can't be mad at you. I'm usually like, I got the comic right there and it's ready and everything, but in this particular case it's not quite ready. Here, let me get this, and then yes, this is you sharing, but let me get up to where we are. So just kind of catching you up on where we are in the story. So we're not that far. I'll show you everything that's happened in the story so far. We introduced the players. And so here's the players. Philo, the dog is Bones right now. Armond is an octopus. The mushroom is like Swamp Thing. He can tap into the mycelium networks of like mushrooms on planets and stuff. Venom, we have Olive Oil, has now tentacles and spider legs and a bunch of things. Meow is a super villainish cat. Otis is a clone of Philo from the first story. We have the Willendorf here from the first story. This is Dumpty, not Humpty, from the Polka Dot Door, which is a Canadian children's show. This is Gamera, and then Cthulhu Shroom. And so the very last Toys R Us ever closed. And so they put a Spirit Halloween in front of it. Our guys decide to go inside and see what's in the Spirit Halloween. They decide to dress for the jobs you want. And so Philo dresses as a pharaoh. Armond dresses as a capybara. The dog dresses as a devil. And then we have the mushroom dressing as Gamera. And so they put on a fashion show. They like put on a parade, and then out of nowhere, chameleons hang glide into the auditorium, where the parade's at, right? So is it a bunch of empty hang gliders? We don't know, right? And so the hang gliders, all the chameleons are Armand's exes, all of them, every single one of them. And so he remembers being in a circus and they were the performers and they're like a polyamorous chameleon conglomerate in this circus, and he upset the balance in the polyamorous group, right? So he slinked out of there, and now that all of his exes are there, he's trying to like fade away. There's a bunch of twirling, so we don't know if they've seen him yet. And Armond ejects an arm as a distraction, and all the arms turn into little Armands. The chameleons go, Armond, you're back! And now they all have an Armond. And then where we left off was that Armond himself, all of the Armond amputee babies reject the chameleons. right? And they're just like, baby, you're not for me. And then Philo's basically in horror to everything he's seen. And that's where we left off. So hi Bobby, do you want the first panel, or do you want me to take the first panel?
That is entirely up to you.
Why don't you take the first panel?
You tell me what to do.
Why don't you take the first panel? Because I drew the last one. And then that way there will be a variation in stuff. I think Robin told me she was taking the day and doing something with her family today. And so I don't think it's going to be Robin today. I think it's just you and me. So anyway, but that's where we are in the story. Is Armand's exes have shown up. And so we got to figure out what we're going to do with them. And so Philo's in horror. What goes on next? Let's see. Get Response says, I'd love to join your streams whenever you're streaming. Add me on Discord, which means that Get Response is not a real person. Bye. Goodbye, Get Response. And then Frosty Tools is, of course, my bot. And I should be able to hear people talk to us now, so I don't miss anyone. Bobby says my sound alerts aren't working. Yeah, I see that. Thank you, Bobby. Thank you, I appreciate it. Yes, my sound alerts weren't working right away because I had to restart everything. And when I'm doing Philo, you guys can't hear the sound alerts, but I can. So that means that I can, if you guys do stuff like hydrate. Oh, you did hydrate 6 minutes ago. So those sound alerts and stuff aren't working because I'm using a different program called Restream. And so I would have to get those set up. So I can hear you talk to me. My robot voice is working. You guys can't hear it. I can hear the robot voice. But and Scott can't hear the robot voice. Scott has no idea what I'm talking about. I
hear all
crazy.
kinds of voices all the time.
Bobby says, oh, nice. So, okay. What happens now that Philo is in shock? Oh my gosh. Why is he in shock? Is he in shock because Armond had it so good? This is what was going on in the story.
It was good when it was good.
Yeah, well, I mean, okay, well, I mean, I don't want to out you, but you were in a polyamorous relationship.
I was.
Was it good? It's pretty good, right? I mean, you guys had open communication.
We had a good run.
Yeah, I mean, but communication's important in any relationship.
Well, yeah. It's not really different in any other situation. It's the same thing.
I don't think I could do polyamory because there's people talking around people. Robin just joined us, by the way. So there's Robin. Hi, Robin.
Hi. Sorry, I'm late.
No, I thought this was the weekend that you were taking off. And so
no,
I wasn't sure. Okay.
I'm good.
All right. Yeah, I wasn't sure. So we are trying to figure out what happens after Philo is disgusted.
Disgusted.
Yeah, Philo, because Philo is like, oh no. He's in horror seeing all the little Armands being fought over. So, what happens? What happens? Is
that one
then?
Getting eaten?
I don't know. He's still in the capybara outfit, so.
Well, I mean, Philo himself has been cloned, so he should be a little more understanding.
Well, maybe that's Armand's argument. Is like, you've been cloned. Like, dude, it ain't that big a deal.
Our buddy the mushroom has been cloned a jajillion times.
Well, I think he's more tapped into and like
Network.
the same wavelengths as mycelium networks. That's more like an infection, right?
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
Cool.
I don't know. So Scott, I say that is Armand's argument, is that like you've been cloned. This shouldn't be a big deal.
Shall we talk about Otis?
Yeah. Okay. Well, maybe that's my example in panel 2. Is he talks about Otis. Because we did bring up Otis in the players.
Well, he's a genuine character. He had a lot of interesting motivations as a clone.
Yes, so I would say
A coveted clone.
I would say
And people wanted to get with Otis.
I would say your caption, Scott, is Armand brings up Philo's and put Philo in, the S in Philo's in like parentheses. Like Armand brings up Philo's like in plural. Like we've encountered
Unless we're
multiple
rewriting
Philos.
history and we've forgotten about that.
Yeah,
Say again?
Here, I'll write it on the screen. Like this. Like Philos.
What's the whole caption?
Armand's argument is about Philos. And I'll put you in the main window because you're doing the first panel.
And he looks like what?
He's a octopus
Oh,
dressed
yeah.
as a capybara right now.
Octopus dressed as okay. Makes sense.
Yeah, because that is the wackiness of this show.
They went to a Spirit Halloween store and they all got their own costume.
And I'm gonna, for my caption, I'm gonna say, remember Otis? And I would say like.
And didn't when Venom was hanging around, wasn't there a lot of cloning going on? Venom sticking to other things.
Yeah, I know that there was a lot of like again I
Turning
would say
things
it's more
into
of an
venom.
infection thing. Of
Oh, okay.
venomized-
Another infection.
Yeah. Like, okay, but remember Otis, like I guess you would say so we would have okay. And then his capybara nose. I might have a job, I don't know. I hope it's not a scam. That's my hope.
What was it? What's it doing?
Well, so they're like, okay, you're gonna get all this equipment for your job, right? And then I get an invoice for the equipment and they're like, yeah, we'll send it once the invoice is paid. And I'm like, I'm not paying the invoice, right? Like, if it's a new job, it should be paid for by the new company. And they're like, okay, forward us the invoice. And then they tell me that they're going to send me a check that is the amount of the invoice plus $300 signing bonus. And I'm like, okay, once that check clears, then I will buy the stuff. But if that check doesn't clear, I'm not buying the stuff. Right? Because it's like, I'm not buying stuff that it's like,
But what's the stuff for? What would you be doing with the stuff?
I would be a bookkeeper. So it's a
Oh, okay.
computer and a scanner and a printer.
But they're gonna let you do that remotely? That's awesome.
Yeah,
wrong
but
with their book?
it's for jobs within a 500-mile radius of me, is what they say. Again, I found it on Craigslist, so I'm hoping it's not a scam.
Yeah.
Now, what's so wrong with their books?
That is a pretty familiar scammy sounding.
Exactly, and that's why I'm like, money should not
Program.
exchange hands from me to you.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's why I'm like, I'm really hoping it's not a scam, but I got the guts, and I don't ignore the guts anymore. And I hate that. I hate the fact that I gotta listen to guts.
That's called being proactive and protecting yourself.
Yeah.
Right now, things are pretty shady down there, and I think you kind of have to be careful.
Ian,
you're just protecting your best interest with this job, and you have every right to be like, I'm not paying anything for it.
Well, Ian's putting a lot of pressure on me to get a job. No. And there's no work down here. And so I've been trying to do the streamer thing, right? And I've been getting some income from that, but I haven't been able to put a lot of dedication behind it because I'm also looking for work and trying to do other things.
Kid. Yeah. Do you guys have YWCAs down there?
Yeah, we do, and it's Ian technically makes too much for a lot of them.
No, but at my YMCA here, they help you find jobs. They help you find job postings and stuff.
Yeah.
Help you write your resume for specific jobs. I don't know. They have a whole job thing going on at the YMCA here. You get a mentor that tries to help you find a job.
I don't know. I've been looking. I will try that.
But the thing is right now it's a really shitty system because at least up here in Canada, when I was looking for a job, they expect you to apply online. And so you're applying to all these different things all the time, and you're not getting any hits. And then you show up, and they're like, well, you're supposed to apply every couple of weeks over and over again because, you're at part of this big list. And then you go to in person, and they're like, oh, we don't even look at the online stuff. And you're just like, what the... Why? Yeah. Am I even wasting my time? So quite honestly, the two jobs that I have because I beat the pavement. I went door to door and was like, here's my resume.
Well,
I would like to work for you.
I've done that too. I've gone to temp agencies and stuff. And they're like, okay, well, we'll keep an eye out for you. And, we'll look and stuff. And I call up and they're like, yeah, there's just nothing around here that matches your skill set, And it's like, well, I can do other things. I can type. I can do data entry. And it's just, I don't know.
Do you know the app Fiverr?
Yeah, I'm already on Fiverr.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I'm already on Fiverr, and no, I'm I've been looking for a while, Robin. It's not just like overnight.
I didn't say that, and I wasn't
I know.
alluding to that in any
No,
way, shape,
I know,
or form.
I know. It's just, pretty much since we moved, I've been looking. It's just that I haven't been able to find anything, and it sucks because I feel like I am capable of a great many things. So I don't know. I don't know if I'm just if it's just because I don't know anyone, or if it's
I think it's probably that, and then also the climate.
Area.
I don't think you're in a hiring climate down there right now when so many people are losing their jobs. Even up here, like hundreds are getting laid off all the time.
Well, and that's what I'm trying to tell Ian too, is that there's just not a lot of hiring going on right now. And he gets very mad at me that I don't have a job. And it's like, I did not do anything wrong by not having a job. I quit 2 jobs to move here. And then the argument goes in circles of like, well, but your jobs weren't paying for, the lifestyle that like we need, and blah, blah, blah. It's like, yeah, I know that.
Thing, are we?
Huh?
So we're not drawing the same thing, are we?
I'm drawing Otis.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. No, I'm drawing him yelling, and then I'm drawing an Otis. So I don't know what you're drawing. And he's going, remember Otis? Do you remember him?
And Scott, you're drawing Armond dressed as a capybara.
I do like your Armond dressed as a capybara. That's awesome.
I love his eyes.
Yeah. I'm sorry, I got all bitchy and moany and complaining. We were girl chatting for a second.
Well, I mean, it's a huge pressure. So it's something that's weighing on your mind. I don't blame you for talking about it.
It's... I don't mind getting a job and stuff, but it's like just tough when what you're doing is like everything else. Is like taking care of the house and, driving everybody everywhere and doing all that stuff. And it's like, oh, that has no value. None of that has value because it's not monetary. So it's just...
Kay is here. Hi, Kay.
I know, I saw Kay. I know.
Yeah, I was without a job for 3 months and it was awful. I hated every minute of it.
This is probably the longest I've been without a job is since Annabelle's been born. I got the job at the Improv and at working at the Parker Arts, but then I'm right back here again. I don't know. Pizza Lucy.
Yeah, I was wondering if you recognize that name.
Yes. It is a staple in Minneapolis. And I want to say they have the Lucy Juicy there. They might have one of them. Hi, Tangent.
Hi, Tangent.
Tangent was helping me with my character most of the day. I am joining her Pathfinder game that plays once a month.
Right.
And so it's a Sunday game, so it fits into my schedule, and I haven't played Pathfinder in a long time. So, like, okay, let's go and have fun. Let's do some, like fantasy RPGing.
Scott, do you like to do stuff like that?
Yeah. I've been out of the video game for like a long time, and I just got myself a PlayStation, brand new.
Ooh.
Oh, PlayStation 5?
Yeah.
Ooh, fancy.
Why'd you get it? What game are you looking forward to playing?
Grand Theft Auto, obviously, because that was like
yeah, boy.
And then,
Spider-Man. Spider-Man's supposed to be really fun.
Yeah, it looks really good. I've actually watched video of people playing it, and it looks awesome.
Yeah, like I said, it was like my comfort game. The old one was like my comfort game for a long time, and it's funny, like I just got the new one, and I'm going looking for all the old like locations and everything, and I finally found the little cul-de-sac street where like the whole like it all centers around in the old game. But as soon as I got out of my car, like I barely made it out alive.
Oh, it's a ghetto now.
At night.
Yeah, I still remember watching the sunrise with you in Grand Theft Auto Vice City.
Yes.
Over the water.
It's nuts now. Like I feel like I'm feeling like just out of the.
Excuse me. I gotta close my window for a second.
Because there's software updates for the dang controller on this thing, and like it's like eons beyond like what it was like. Like there's different. It's got a touchpad on it. It's got like the frickin' trigger buttons on the end actually they can adjust their tension.
Yeah.
Oh, weird.
Game, which is weird, like blew me away. It's got a speaker in it, which I got to figure out how to turn down, because when you're playing Grand Theft Auto and someone calls you on your cell phone, it comes out of the speaker, and I've got it turned down because my daughter's asleep, like on the TV, but like the speaker is just like full volume on the controller, and I'm like, sorry.
I was talking about Grand Theft Auto actually today, because there's this band I really like called Little Dragon, and I was listening to their music and one of their songs came up and I saw the logo. I was like, that's a Rockstar Games logo. What's going on here? So I looked it up, and their song is, I can't remember which Grand Theft Auto it is, but their song is on one of them. And they held this contest where a fan could clip like video of Grand Theft Auto and tell a story. And the person that told like the best story with the clipping they did, became the actual Little Dragon video for that song. It was so cool.
Huh. That's cool.
And they're not like a small time band. Like they've been playing for like 15, 20 years. They sang with Gorillaz. They put out tons of albums. They're just like more underground than usual, and they're from Sweden. But yeah, I thought that was the coolest thing.
Yeah, that
some random fam got to do the video.
Let's see. Okay, let's do this. Let's make a new one, and then we will have to do this, and then we do merge selected layers. Merge those layers.
Tangent says she's been really productive. They're on their 4th load of laundry, although load 3 was jacket. A winter jacket and a corduroy jacket, both of which I wear on my job, they said.
Yeah, I was reading the comment when Scott was talking, but I didn't want to interrupt Scott. she was doing laundry when we were working on the Pathfinder character earlier today. Scott's sport is disc golf, actually. So he's not without, like interests and stuff like that. In fact, you said you had a tournament coming up in Arizona, right?
Utah.
Utah, that's right.
Yes, Utah in April.
Yeah. So, I know nothing of the golf of disc. So tell me of like, are you on a team? Is it individuals?
It's individuals. It's pretty much it's the same rules as regular golf.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're on a card of 5, and you're just playing for par.
But still, that's cool. Like, you've been doing this for a long time. Like, you've been doing this, like, you were playing since before you and I were friends, way back in like 2004, 2005.
Not so much. I would go every now and again. Wasn't like now where it's like every weekend.
Yeah, where it's like, we must do this.
Yeah.
See, I think I'm gonna go. I'm gonna have him have his own word balloon in the word balloon. So his word balloon is, remember Otis? Hi.
Look, he's having a rough go at it.
For some reason, this makes me laugh. Because there's a word balloon within his word balloon.
Sure.
Well, that's demonic looking at it look like that.
Oh man, I hate being sick.
Yeah, I'm just getting over something.
I've just started something. I've got a cold. I'm all full of phlegm.
Oh no, we're all getting sick.
Yeah, it wasn't bad though. I was worried that it was going to be. I felt it coming on, and like last time I got a cold, it just absolutely took me out for like a week and a half.
Not last week.
So this time it was just like, yeah.
Not this last week, but the week before last. I was out all week. I was in bed all week.
Yikes.
What faces am I looking at?
These are candies from Shaquille O'Neal. They're actually pretty yummy.
Is he delicious?
Yeah. Shaq-licious, actually.
Good for you.
Shaq-licious.
Good for you.
When I was in China, he had he did some partnering with like Arizona tea, and he had some really good teas with raspberry lime and stuff. So I was like, no, I'll check out his gummies. They're pretty yummy.
What I appreciate about Shaq is he was like talking with shoe companies about like making a Shaq shoe, right? And I forget who he talked to, but someone was like, oh, my kid will never be able to afford that shoe because they can't afford Jordans, right? And he went, you know what? Kids won't be able to afford Shaq shoes because they can't afford Jordans. And so what he did is he partnered with Walmart. And so his Shaq shoes are available at Walmart. And they're like there's a certain price range so that kids can afford them.
Nice.
And so they're not like super high end top of the line shoes, but they're not low end shoes either. Like, he works with good manufacturers, and he makes sure that Walmart's a distributor so that they are places where kids are at that can get them. And so by Walmart being the distributor, he doesn't have like custom stores. He's not working with Nike, and having their upmark on it. But yeah, so I'm sorry, girl.
Sorry, it's fun.
So how close are you to getting to panel 3?
Look, my Kleenex are velour.
I've done all I can with them.
Yeah.
Looks like you got a bad go at
it.
I think, well, it looks like he's very argumentative. I do like the capybara. That's a nice touch. And
oh wait, they have a big tooth.
No, they don't have teeth.
Capybaras, yeah, they do. Don't they got the big? They're like giant.
Yeah,
guinea pigs.
those weird buck teeth.
Do they have buck teeth?
Yeah, but it's like rounded. It's not very long. Yeah, he drew it right. Yeah.
Okay. See, I always imagine to me that makes it look like a beaver.
Well, they are kind of beaverish. They're rodents.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And beavers' front teeth are longer.
And they're really not. It's funny when you really look at them. They're not like the cartoonish that you imagine. They are long, but they're like buried into their faces.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just think that it's awesome that they're just a chill animal, and it's like every other animal is like, hey, you're kind of chill.
Yeah, they don't really. Hold on, let me.
Okay, so I think you're ready for panel 3, and I'm ready for panel 4.
Not quite. I just want to make sure I save this as something that I can find at panel 1.
So, I finished my other job at the retirement home last week. I was wandering around downtown St. Catharines, and I found this coffee shop called The Fine Grind. And I guess it's been there for a while. The dude's pretty interesting, but in the back of the store, the coffee shop, he has ceiling to floor, a whole huge section of comic books, and then another section in the back of just books. I haven't even looked at the books because, of course, I stopped at the comics. He has really good taste. It's a lot of superhero, a lot of alternative stuff. So I was in there on Tuesday after work for 2 hours reading the hardcover BPRD.
And these are just his, hey, read these and
I know, I was such a weirdo. I saw them all and I was just like, and I was like, why do you have so much comics?
No,
because I'm like, I didn't introduce myself or anything. I was just like, why do you have so many comics?
No, you're not being weird. You're Canadian, and that is a Canadian store. That is totally Canadian, right?
I was in a random
to coffee shop.
Random like store in Cedar City, Utah, and it was like one of those like kind of like those antique malls where it's like one store, but like there's several different like.
Oh, okay, like they're like flea markets here.
Yeah.
And yeah, I went towards the back. Like there's clothing and stuff, and I go towards the back and I find some vinyl records and comic books and like a whole like sizable like D&D section. Like, they had like books and figurines and like the big stages and everything. I was like, it was so random.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, that is.
This is cool.
Yeah, and you're like, that's the section for me.
Right? Well, I didn't have
okay. Panel 3. So
wait, hold on.
He says, remember Otis? And panel 2 looks like this.
Remember me, Yeti?
So that's panel 2. That's what it looks like. Is he says, remember Otis? So then what happens? Like, do we find out what happens to Otis? Because we kind of just like.
Yeah, we haven't talked about him. I don't know what I forgot the lore on Otis. We need a showrunner that knows everything.
Well, again, I've been working on the character page in secret, in super secret, and so Otis, his end was the end of the first story, and so they all ended up having pasta at the end, and it was yay pasta. And that was the last we saw of Otis.
Oh man! Wow. We could do a montage of what Otis has been up to lately.
Well, that's what I'm thinking.
Well, it all started when he just bought the pizzeria, wherever they were eating.
Well, no. They made pasta in Philo's apartment.
Oh! I thought they were out somewhere.
Well, but I like your pizzeria idea.
Yeah, he did so for no reason. You're gonna have to show me what he looks like.
Well, he looks just like Philo, but he has a shade to him.
Oh, okay.
So he, you like.
He's darker. See in the picture?
Yeah, I always kind of do like a static shade on him. Like this is literally what Otis looks like. Is if you're looking at the screen, that's what Otis looks like.
Nice.
Him going high in the thing that's Otis. Fill the screen with noodles, says Kay. So
that would be pretty funny.
So that's what we could do. Is we could say that like Otis. Well, once you bought the pizzeria, I just like that line.
Me too. I agree. It's an excellent non sequitur.
Yeah. So that would be you. You're saying after buying the pizzeria, Otis, after buying a pizzeria, ...
Comma.
I would say ...
I was gonna put more.
Oh, that would joggle Philo's memory. Let's see. And so then what would happen after you bought the pizzeria? Like, would you be drawing the pizzeria and then I would be drawing what happened after?
Well, someone would have to come into the pizzeria to
Who's another character we haven't seen in a while?
Well, okay. Wait. We're gonna make this easier on ourselves. I am going to open up the players page because we've already drawn like the players that we're gonna have in the story, right? And so we have Venom, we have Olive Oil, we have a Willendorf, we have Cthulhu's Room, which I kind of threw at the beginning at the Toys R Us. We have Gamera, which I kind of did Mushroom dressed as Gamera. We have Meow, Dumpty.
Well, we only had Meow come back once. And Dumpty's relatively new. That's it? Those are all our choices?
Well, it took me a whole episode to draw this panel.
No, I just thought we had some characters. I guess then maybe a Willendorf walks in? A Willendorf? Wait,
you know what I see in my head? Is I see a couple of these people and I see Venom with like olive oil in the pickle jar under his arm and then like a Willendorf in front of him waiting in line.
Sure.
Like me.
That sounds good to me. That sounds awesomely absurd. I support it.
I'll say ... There was a demand. There we go. And then Kay says it's a special pizzeria with the pizza dough is not thrown, it levitates. So I guess we're gonna have to draw a levitating pizza.
I've got this.
Oh, you got it? You got it? Okay. As long as you got it. Yeah, because what I see is and I see the Willendorf with like little shoes. Little pointy like shoes.
He's wearing clothes?
Sure, why not? Okay, I don't have to have the Willendorf wearing clothes.
Well, I don't know. Aren't they normally naked? I don't know. You want a dresser? Put a dresser. I don't care.
I just thought that she would be wearing high heels, that she would feel cute that day.
Yes. And a beret. high heels and a beret.
And a little beret, a little bow. Okay, I can do that. I can do a little bow. Yeah, and a purse. She has her purse out too. So little that. And then I'm so sorry. Oh gosh, I'm so sorry, guys.
All of us head holders.
I realize I draw Venom very similar to how I draw Armond. Only he has like Spider-Man eyes.
And big scary teeth.
Yeah, and big scary teeth.
Armond only has a beak.
Well, I never really draw Armand's beak.
Well, you can't because it's in his undercarriage.
He's very private about his beak.
Yeah, he doesn't want to show it off. I saw a video once of octopuses having sex, and they do this like swirly roundabout sort of dance in the water.
Yeah.
It was really pretty. It was like a sort of octopus ballet.
They found in off the coast of California an octopus kind of garden, I guess you would say, where they found a ton of mounds of rocks, right? Of individual mounds of rocks. And they're like, what are all these individual mounds of rocks? Well, each mound of rock is a home to an octopus, right? And so they made these mounds of rocks. They're like little igloos of rocks that the octopuses have made for themselves. So
clearly they've encountered Canadian octopus.
Is that how Canadian octopus do
making
it?
igloos in the ocean.
Yeah, but I just meant that's how they stack the rocks on
No,
top of each
I was
other.
just
Very
being a
similar.
smart ass.
But yeah, but they basically made these enclosures to protect them from predators and stuff while they sleep. But they've made a neighborhood of them, and it's just very fascinating because they're usually known for being a lot less social than this, but they've been observing this neighborhood and they find that like they greet their neighbors, they like see what's going on, they share food. They're like being a lot more social than they expected them to be because they're all living in this area and they're all like the ones towards the center where there's a lot less food. Ones towards the outside will grab like 4 crustaceans and like eat one and then bring 3 more towards the center and like feed them to the old ones that live towards the center that have lived there longer. It's really cool the way that they've been living. Oh, I just
levitating pizza, levitating pizza.
Oh, is he using his magic? Who else did I
know how to
have?
make him look like he's using magic and not tossing it.
Who else did I have?
I don't know. It doesn't have to be magic. Can it be like his mind powers?
Definitely a bow tie.
See, I feel like Meow should be short.
No, it's just a inkling.
That was a beep.
I feel like Meow should be short. Okay, let's do this, and then it's like trying to build the background a little bit. Ah!
Is he a 3-finger? He's got
Excuse
3
me?
fingers? What are we doing here?
So the cool thing about Philo is that there's no model sheet.
Continuity wise, are we getting these 3 fingers?
There's no model sheet.
Oh, geez.
So it is one of those things where it's like there's a visual shorthand that you follow, right? As long as he has an
quite
antenna.
honestly, he's a clone of a goopy alien. He can evolve to have as many fingers as he wants or not wants.
So I don't remember if last week we were watching stupidly the dork, or yeah, it wasn't Dorkly, it was Dungeon Soup. If we watched that for a second, but maybe I was watching it on my stream. But there's this animation on YouTube called Dungeon Soup that is just absolutely hilarious. And so there's one of the episodes where the paladin runs across a Pegasus unicorn and he wants to ride the Pegasus unicorn. And Pegasus unicorn is like, you're not pure enough. You need to, take these oaths in order to be pure enough to ride me, right? And so he's making him take all these oaths and stuff. And at one point he's like, holds up a hand to saying there's one more thing you need to do. But he's a Pegasus unicorn, he's a horse, right? He should have a hoof. He holds up a hand with like a 1. And I know that it's like probably one of the stupidest jokes in animation, but I find it hilarious, the fact that he has a little hand and a finger, instead of a hoof. It's just like one of those stupid, like, little jokes that like you probably don't notice unless you're like really paying attention. But yeah, it made me laugh. He's like, there's one more thing that you need to do. He holds up this little like hand with a 1. I know I'm satisfied by such simple things.
It says my phone's starting to overheat, so if I cut out, that's why. I've stopped charging it, so it should cool down.
Okay. I won't hold it against you if you leave us.
It just said it's slower performance. Also says I need to close some apps to see what I can close. Yeah, nothing's really open.
I have extra computers. I should probably just send you one. And then that way you won't have to worry about an overheating phone.
Well, it'll say so far. It doesn't feel that hot.
Yeah.
Oh, geez, yeah, the screen's hot. Well, anyways, I've stopped charging, so we should be okay.
We hear a sizzle sound on your fingers. It doesn't feel that hot.
Oh, man. One of my olds, his phone kind of exploded, and I'd never seen this before. His battery was puffy.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's what they.
Because he was overcharging it all the time.
Ooh.
So now I have to tell him every time. I'm like, okay, charge it tomorrow for a half hour only. You're at 70, you're fine.
I had a laptop do that.
Yeah, I'd never seen a battery do that before. Get all puffy.
Ooh. I mean, I've seen that like on the internet. I've never seen that in person.
But now he's got a new phone. Well, it's a hand-me-down. He doesn't need anything with lots of stuff. So, Scott, are you working on any new projects these days?
Just a, I was showing her earlier, designing the artwork for the tournament that I'm going to.
Oh, right.
So, yeah, I just finished that up, sent it to the guy. He loves it. So I'm waiting for him to, each one has like an event number on it. That's kind of like, not hidden, but kind of in the design, like Easter egg style.
Cool.
I'm waiting for him to give me that so I can start collapsing all the layers and getting it to actually be something I can deliver.
Will it be like poster or will it be like merch art?
A little of everything. I give him the artwork and he stamps the discs. He does make shirts. He owns a shop, so he's got like a lot of that stuff, like the heat transfer machines and stuff.
Cool.
So he'll make hats and stuff, and some of the merch, because you get what's called a players pack for signing up, where you'll get like a couple discs, and you'll get a shirt or whatever. Or the last one I went to, and this is pretty wild too. I think
there's a raid.
Yes, I saw that. Yes.
The last one I did, we got these freaking like gnarly knives.
Thank you for
they
the
look
raid.
like batarangs.
It's like you could like field dress something.
Whoa.
But yeah, this is out in southern Utah, so I'm like, okay. So I pick up my disc and my t-shirt and like this and that, whatever, and these are sitting there in boxes. I'm like, what are these for sale? Like, and then, like, I don't even know if I'm allowed to carry this in California.
Thank you very much, Randall. I appreciate it. I hope that your stream went really well. Thank you for the raid. For anyone who's joining us from the raid, we are doing Philo. Philo is a live drawn improv jam comic. I have tonight, my guest is Scott Felton, and always my better half, Robin Fisher, is joining us from Canada. A more civilized nation than our own. And so we are in the past. We are in a pizzeria finding out what happened to Otis, who apparently started a pizzeria. And so that's what we're doing. We're finding out what happened to Otis. Remember Otis? Is what Armond screamed at Philo, and so we're finding out what happened. And so yes, and Scott was talking about his disc golf tournament art that he was turning in, and your Easter eggs that you add to your disc golf art, which I think is kind of cool that you have that, and your scary knife that you got as merch.
Well, that's the deal. I do this artwork for him, and he signs me up for all the events.
In the scary merch.
Yeah, if it's something I can go to, he'll pay me if I'm not gonna participate. But if I want to participate, he signs me up for all the events.
Nice.
Like he does tournaments out like even like in northern Utah, even up into Idaho, and I'm not driving out there.
But it could be so fun.
Yeah, I'll drive far. I'll drive pretty far, but
not that far.
Not Idaho. That's pushing it.
Yeah, I think he expects you to fly.
Idaho.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I've never been to Idaho. I have been through the Dakotas on my way from Manitoba to Ontario, but yeah, I've never been to Idaho, I don't think.
Not much in Idaho. It's there's a lot of big country in Idaho.
In the big country, dreams come true.
It's like the Dakotas too. The Dakotas have the Black Hills, which are beautiful. And you know, it's interesting. I went to Mount Rushmore with an ex years ago, and they don't feel like they belong there when you go there. You know, everything else in the Black Hills is like mysterious and.
Oh yeah, no, the history of that area is.
Yeah, it's interesting, and then you go.
It's as dark as the Black Hills. The history of that area.
That area is very important to a certain group of people.
Yeah, and you go to Mount Rushmore, and Mount Rushmore is like there's all this debris at the bottom of the mountain, and that debris is there from when they carved out the mountain, and they just never removed the debris. Right, and so it's this like ugly rock that's just gathered at the bottom of the mountain, and they just never, you know, it's like it was this beautiful mountain pass, and now it has this big pile of rock in front of it, right? And you're supposed to look over the pile of rock at the carving, right? You know, it's kind of a metaphor for America there, right? Like, oh, ignore the big pile of rock. Look over that and see the glory, but it's like the glory is destroying the natural beauty of the area in the mountain. I don't know. It was an interesting experience, you know.
So Mount Rushmore's in Utah?
It's in South Dakota.
Oh, South Dakota. Yeah, I never saw that.
The most amazing part of that trip was seeing the Crystal Caverns.
That sounds cool.
Which are right down the street from Mount Rushmore. And we saw a sign for it, and my ex was like, you know, oh, that seems like a tourist trap. And I'm like, no, this seems like a natural wonder. We need to see the Crystal Caverns. And it was a natural wonder. They had sheets of quartz so thin that like light passed through it, right? But they had like sheet, and room after room after room with these thin sheets between them. And so you could see they had along the walkway, you know, lights hanging all along the walkway, right? But you could see the lights hanging through the sheets of quartz, right?
It sounds like a fairyland.
It was so freaking cool. And then of course stalactites, stalagmites, you know, of all different colors. And you know, it smelled awful because you're in a cave.
Is it like sulfur?
Yeah, you smelled awful because you're in a cave, right? You know, and you smelled dripping and stuff like that. And we were with a tour group of probably about like maybe 10 people. And some of the kids got scared because we got into a room where there was a lot of bats, and the bats were flying around and stuff. And I'm like, oh my gosh, that's so awesome, right? And they're like, oh, they're gonna drink our blood. And I'm like, vampire bats aren't even native to this area. Like you don't even understand how awesome it is that like we're able to see like where these bats live. Like, this is so cool because there was a crack that you could see daylight through where the bats could go in and out at night, right? And so like this was just where they were at in the Crystal Caverns. And so like that was really cool, and that was like $15 to go see the Crystal Caverns. You know, and we had to wait a half hour until they had enough people for the group. and 10 people was like enough, but I think we had like 15 in the group.
This is gonna be awesome.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah. So if you're ever in South Dakota, I highly recommend it.
Yeah, I will.
That I'm
Just
gonna
a
be.
tavern.
Yeah, it was, they were like pink and yellow and like orange. Gosh, I'm trying to think, like they were talking about the lore of the area where when the native populations were like hiding in the hills away from like basically Indian hunters and stuff that the
white
US
man?
that the US government sent to go like kill off their population and stuff. They were hiding in the crystal caverns, and they didn't have like walkways that had been built in with the like lights going through them and stuff. And so knowing about the transparency of the rock, what they would do is they would take torches behind the rock and they would like run back and forth and stuff, and they would create ghost lights in the cavern to scare away the white man. So the white man would go in there and see like this ghostly like light go on the other side of the rock and feel like the rock was glowing, right? And not know that it was because there was a room on the other side and someone was had a torch going woo. So it was just it was a neat little tidbit that they shared that I thought was kind of cool. Yeah. I got that. I got a book on Native American myths and legends at the Mount Rushmore gift shop that I still reference all the time. It's a fantastic book.
I saw a great documentary about the history of that area. I want to say it was someone versus the United States of America. I want to say it was the Dakota Nation versus, I don't remember.
Yeah.
Exactly, but it was really cool. I mean, it's like kind of a sad story, but.
Well, I mean, that's where the Trail of Tears led to.
Yeah, pretty much. That was like when they were, giving them less and less land. Like that was the last piece to go. That was like the end of the. This needs to go back here. I've been wanting to use that brush for a long time.
Well, that's kind of the fun part of Philo is you get to experiment.
Well, the stuff I'm working on, I'm sure there's some kind of setting somewhere or whatever, but the stuff I've been working on is like a higher resolution. So I use this brush, and it's like microscopic as opposed to just right, as we see here.
The San Diego Comic-Con, was going to allow AI art into their art show.
Ew.
Well, hey. I said was.
Hey.
Was past tense. My old art teacher, Jim Keefe, threw a fit about it. And he's with King Feature Syndicate. And he has a lot of friends in the industry. And so he wrote on his Patreon and he wrote on his Substack and he wrote in various social media outlets about how this was dumb, right? And it discourages artists, and it's not it just shows what a shill of a con it's become. Con is right for the convention. Kind of thing, like he was really angry, right? So they reversed course on the art show. Well, and he's like, yeah, I guess it's an empty victory. And I'm like, it's not an empty victory, right? You know, that makes artists walking around the show feel better that, you know, at least it's real hands in the art show, right? You know, now the next step is to get them off the floor, right? And so Jim, yeah, we need to get them off the floor. And now San Diego Comic-Con is like, oh shit, we're going to get comic off the floor, AI art. Right? Because like I said, he has a lot of friends in the industry. He has a lot more friends than I do. Like I've been trying to get Jim on the show for a while. Like Jim's so cool. He used to draw Flash Gordon. And he was one of my comic instructors and stuff like that. And like he just made this hubbub about it. And so it can pretty much be directly attributed to him to get AI out of San Diego Comic-Con.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, so I'm super
Thank
proud
goodness for him.
Of my old art teacher for not supporting that stuff. I think that kind of looks kind of good. You know, she has a little bow in her hair.
They're rolling in.
Yeah, see, there was a demand. Yeah, see, Venom's there with his pickle jar. And actually, I'm going to spend a little bit more time on this one because it is a pizzeria. There's going to be pictures of like celebrities, because there's always pictures of celebrities in like pizzerias, or there's like pictures of like The Godfather or like New York City.
Yeah, there used to be this place in San Diego that we would go like when we would take trips up there, at least, but this cute little pizzeria, and it was like a Cubs thing, and so they had like a bunch of those pictures, and like they had a couple of like the seats from the stadium like mounted on the wall. Like that. There we go. Now it's up in the air.
We'll do that, and then we'll go back here.
He's pizza sauce on his apron. Another one of my favorite brushes. Let's see.
You gotta make sure the boxer's black in the picture. Because in the pizzeria, it's always like Mike Tyson, you know, it's always like George Foreman, you know, Vander Holyfield. There we go. Okay. Are you ready for panel 5, or are you still working?
1 second. I just want to put
okay. No worries. No worries. I will add a tile 4.
A little bit of pizza sauce on his apron here.
I will add a tile 4 to my to my thing here.
This one.
It's not like the most convincing tile 4, but you know, it's better than nothing.
Okay, pizza sauce, not a murder scene.
like a pizza place.
Yeah, it could be pizza. So it could be.
Could be.
We'll tell the police that. We'll tell the police that it's pizza shop.
Okay, so what happens after the people come in? Oh, it's a permanent stain on his his thing.
He makes a lot of pizza.
Well, I guess he does. Well, you used to work at a pizza shop. You would know.
I did.
You're the pizza expert.
And I started making it at home.
Yeah.
Don't ever do that.
Don't make pizza at home?
No, then the kids will never want anything else.
Well, generally what we do is we'll grab a DiGiorno pizza and then we add extra pepperoni and extra cheese to it. And so, okay, so I am prepping for panel 6.
As am I. I did label this as being 3. Yes.
Okay.
I
I like your tone that you put on Otis.
I've been wanting to use that for a while. I just haven't been able to.
Ooh, pita bread pizzas. That's what Tangent makes.
We used to, for the kids, we would make pizzadillas.
Pizzadillas.
Just pizza on a tortilla.
Yeah, I've done that too. Okay, so what happens after everybody comes in? There was a demand, and he's making pizza in the pizzeria. There's a demand. Then what happened?
What is the demand?
Well, the demand was showing the demand was that there's Meow, a Willendorf, and then Venom with olive oil head in pickle jar. And the head has tentacles and spider legs. That was an interesting face.
I'm trying to. I haven't gotten quite. I keep bringing my taskbar up on this thing, and it just.
Tangent says the flying spaghetti monster is doing deliveries for them. So I think that might be your panel.
Oh yes.
You want to draw a flying spaghetti monster? Oh, okay. If the flying spaghetti monster is doing deliveries for them, maybe the problem when they abandoned Otis was the fact that like everybody kept worshiping the delivery guy. You know, he'd show up and then suddenly he'd have like a cult member. You remember what the flying spaghetti monster looked like?
I do. I'm getting a reference real quick.
Are you getting the one that they have like giving life to Adam?
Oh my god, I remember that one. Oh jeez. All right. And we're off.
You know, something I realized is I forgot to update my my streamer name on here. No, it says Philo. Okay. No, it says Philo. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, we lost Robin. Bye.
Bye.
Yeah. No, we lost Robin. I think Robin was falling asleep or her phone overheated.
Her phone fell asleep and she overheated.
It could be that too. Yeah, let me look up a flying spaghetti monster.
He needs room to have his room. I think I should probably draw in black too.
I like the unhinged looking flying spaghetti monster.
The one
You
that
know,
looks like it's got the meatballs. That looks like the meatballs are like have a menacing look.
Oh, you like the menacing look?
Oh my god, it's too big.
Okay, so the flying spaghetti monster is doing deliveries. By the way, you have a typo on your thing. There's a B after
Oh yeah, I can
deliveries.
see that now.
Okay, so he's doing deliveries. But each delivery only gains the spaghetti monster new cult members. Okay, there we go. Maybe this would make Cthulhu Shroom mad that people aren't worshiping him. So you're not doing any street art these days at all? You're not sneaking out with your kids and showing them the ways of...
I know, right? It's disgusting. No, I'm all grown up now.
How did that happen?
I don't know.
Let's see. I think my guy needs a little hat. You know, he needs a little like I deliver pizza hat. Right?
Where would it sit?
On top of the spaghetti.
All covered with cheese?
Well, see, I have a brush that makes spaghetti noodles.
Hand it over.
In fact, let me see if I can find it.
That sounds really handy about now.
Yeah, let's see. I'm pretty sure I can find it. Let's see, where is it? I think it's in man-made stuff. Coins, candy.
He's gonna have a wily look in his eyes here.
No, is it in strings? Wavy ribbon, wavy line. I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure, like. Oh, that's backwards. So that has to be white, and that has to be black. Okay. So yeah, see?
It's macaroni.
Yeah, see? Now
That's not spaghetti, that's macaroni.
it's a wavy line. No, but I have noodles here too. Look. I have wavy noodles. See? And then I have straight noodles. I imagine the spaghetti monster, would he be more of a wavy noodle or a straight noodle?
It's spaghetti.
So he's more of a straight noodle.
You know what spaghetti is, right?
He's more of a straight noodle. Okay, what I will do is I will build a spaghetti shape. No. Let's make the noodles bigger. And I will build a spaghetti shape. And then I will do the wavy to have individual noodles coming out. Yeah, I think at this point we're just kind of drawing it as we go. Let's see. Let's do a white underneath the eyes. Because I have this somewhat realistic looking noodle shape, and then I have these cartoonish eyes.
Perfect.
And then we got to do the meatballs.
Yeah, that's what I'm working on right now is the meatballs.
Oh, wait. I got texture brushes. Why am I making this hard on myself? I got texture brushes.
I'm sure you got a little meatball brush there.
No, why use meatball brushes when I got inky brushes? Inky brushes work just fine for meat.
Good night, everybody.
You know it's true. Here's another thing I can do too, is I can copy the meatball, and I can go copy and do copy V, and move that over here, and We'll change the size of the second meatball. And it looks like I planned on doing this the whole time. Exactly as you see before you. And we just add another layer. And then we go back to our noodles. And we add some noodles in front of the meatballs. See, wrapped around ever so tenderly. And then on the meatball layer, we're gonna add a pizza box in the hat. And the hat. With the little pizza on the hat. And then we wrap around the pizza box. And just a little bit around the hat. And it almost looks like I know what I'm doing. And I'm just gonna have him just sigh very openly. Because he has another follower. So he's just gonna go sigh. I was gonna draw like his followers and stuff like that, but I think that would be too much.
This one needs a hat.
You need to add a hat now?
It needs a hat with a pizza on it.
See, I've started a trend.
I need to clean my dirty lines here. Much better than my old tablet, though.
Ooh, nice.
Not like 9 attempts each time you want to try to make a line.
Good. Final wash. Excellent.
Huh?
Oh, I'm responding to a comment. Yeah, I'm trying to add some depth to my spaghetti monster. So it's not just a shallow spaghetti monster. It's an empathetic spaghetti monster.
It's got feelings, you know.
Yeah, you know. Now here's my thing, okay? Now, did the spaghetti monster fall in hard times? Is that why he's working as a pizza delivery guy? Or does he just do it for the love of the job?
Well, I mean, spaghetti, pizza, you know, a theme going on there.
Well, maybe they serve spaghetti too.
Oh, they always do.
Love of the job and free pizza, cis tangent.
Free, yeah. Man's gotta eat.
Even a spaghetti monster. So wait. Is spaghetti monster a descriptor then of one that consumes spaghetti like a monster?
No, he's an entity.
But I'm just saying that, if he has to consume pizza, like, does that also include spaghetti? Like, are you what you eat?
I mean, I'm sure there's an actual origin story online somewhere.
The origin
story
of
put into it.
there actually isn't. The origin story of the flying spaghetti monster is I want to say Richard Dawkins.
Well, I know how it came to be. I just mean like as far as like the lore of the spaghetti monster itself.
Oh, you meant what came out after he said believing that there's a god in the sky is just as silly as saying there's
Right, it came out of a religious freedom thing where like he couldn't the guy wasn't being allowed to wear a hat at work.
Yeah.
And so then they invented the whole colander on the head, which is probably what he should be wearing.
Well, but this is his work hat. There we go. It's starting to kind of take shape. It's looking like more than just a pile of spaghetti.
Oh, dang.
What, mine?
Yeah.
I also had a brush to work with, too. I had a couple brushes.
It's making me look bad on purpose.
No, I just learned how to draw really fast, and I don't remember how. I think it was this show, actually, in college, because I had to do it every Monday. And, it's like, oh, I have to draw really fast now. And then I was drawing naughty comics to pay the bills, and then I was doing homework all at the same time. And so I was like drawing a lot, and my work wasn't very good. It was all very fast. This still isn't like me drawing really good. This is just me using good brushes. I literally downloaded a noodle brush. Like, I literally had a noodle brush, so don't feel too bad. And I'm just highlighting noodles now. No, I learned that with Philo doing like grayscale and just kind of like picking a mid-tone and then doing like a low tone and then a high tone makes it look like I put a lot of thought into it, and I really didn't. But we are actually 10 minutes over.
Don't tell anybody.
I'm just letting you know that if you want to be free, you can be free and finish this drawing later if you want. Because I think I'm done with my drawing.
Yeah, I'm getting there.
Okay, yeah, we can finish on air.
Me doing things later, that's a funny one.
Well, I didn't want to say nothing.
Right?
Yeah, I think this is looking like a pretty good spaghetti monster.
You could just shade it later.
I think this is looking like a pretty good spaghetti monster.
Needs a little bit more meaty texture here.
I'll make it look like he's got like Muppet eyes.
Well, that one drawing, it kind of looks like Muppet eyes below, like the meatballs and the spaghetti kind of make eyebrows over the meatballs.
Yeah. I guess I could see that. Yeah. Yeah, the spaghetti over it. Yeah.
I'm gonna give him the hat. You're gonna have to wait because I'm gonna give him a hat.
Okay, he can have a hat. That's fine.
He has to have a hat.
Actually, thinking about it, if he's Sign, he's probably gonna not have very Muppety eyes. He's probably gonna have very tired eyes. He's like,
I always have tired eyes.
well, that's what I'm saying, you know? Is he's gonna be like,
he's rolling them.
yeah, that's what I'm saying, is that he's like more followers. Really? And then what I'll do is where is my side? Okay. So let's move the side up there. And then let's actually let's see. Yeah, we'll do that. So it looks like it's kind of done by hand. Little street arty there. See? Sigh.
Oops. There we go.
And then what I will do is I will add a thing, and oh hail. Spaghetti monster. All right, and then this is subtool detail 100. Line spacing 100. Let's make it like that. Let's make it like this. Okay, we'll do that. And then we'll do this. I guess spaghetti and monster will go on 2 separate lines. All hail spaghetti monster. And okay, we're talking about Clip Studio Paint, right? Right? This is a cool thing of Clip Studio Paint. So I got balloons here, right? I have all these different options for my balloons. And so I'm going to do an ink drawn balloon and just kind of draw that around my character. Oops. Put that around my text, right? And now I got this ink drawn balloon. Okay, ink drawn balloon pen. And I can go like this. See?
Nice.
Isn't that awesome? You didn't even see. You didn't even look.
I did. I promise you I did.
I'm just giving you a hard time. All hail spaghetti monster.
And he's like, not again.
Yeah, exactly. So I think that's a good end. What does yours look like? I gotta look at yours. Did you finish the hat?
I did. Hold on.
Oh, you're doing the shading. Oh, I like your shading.
Bit. Just a little bit.
I like your shading. I've always liked your shading.
The accuracy of this pen is pretty much game changing for me.
Well, yeah, because this is a new tablet for you, isn't it?
Yeah, you don't have to. Well, my old one was just one of the regular. Hold on, let me actually give you a.
Ooh, you have a floating hat.
My old one was like just the tablet, it didn't have like the screen on it.
Can you fix the typo?
Yeah.
Before you send that my way?
Delivery's a bubba. You know what delivery's a bubba is?
All right, awesome. We went a little over time. I am going to remind people I'm with the web creative community, which is this little group right here. You are watching Philo, which is that little logo up there. And then, where did my end credits go? I had end credits. Where'd my graphics go? There's my end credits. Okay. This is produced by me, Amber Greenlee, panelpanel.com, captaint.keenspot.com, patreon.com/artglitch, twitch.tv/artglitch, youtube.com/@artglitch. I will see you guys in the future. Have a good one. Great. Thank you very much, Robin Fisher, for being on the show, and I will see you next week, and you're wonderful, and I love you. And thank you very much, Scott Dalton, for being on the show. I will see you in the future, and we'll talk after the show and stuff.
I gotta do this again.
Have a good one. Good night, Tangent. We'll talk character.